Hi, I'm Tom Lipsey, Senior Pastor at Montgomery Community Church, and I want to welcome you. You might be wondering about what goes on here and what we do. You might be wondering about how you could fit in and what part you could play in getting involved. And let me say this, we're all about relationships. It's the most important thing about our church. In fact, the mission statement of our church is that everybody here would love God profoundly and love people passionately, and if we do that, we think we're being the church that we're supposed to be. Now, before I talk about connecting to God and to others, let me tell you a little bit about the history of our church. After being established in Roseland in 1942, Montgomery Community Church, a member of the American Baptist Churches USA, grew into a congregation drawing people from many neighborhoods across the city. In the late 70s, the church caught a new vision for reaching the people who were moving out beyond the beltway that surrounds Cincinnati. And we relocated to its present site in Sims Township in the fall of 1980. The church immediately began to reach out to the community in fresh and in relevant ways. We've twice expanded our facility since coming out here to accommodate the growth in people and in programming, including adding our activities center and our preschool wing in '95 and our new sanctuary and Christian education wing in 1998. And then in April of '99, a severe tornado ripped through our community, destroying many homes and other buildings. Part of our church was destroyed, but by the grace of God, no one was injured. We rebuilt the damaged wing of the building and we reopened it in October of 1999. First, let me tell you about our weekend services. They're all about worship, and it's the most important thing that we do. It's a time that an individual's heart connects to God, and it's the core of who we are, and it's at the core of how we're to live our lives. Every weekend, we gather as a church family to express and develop that heart connection together with God through praise and worship. And because we believe the Bible has real answers for the real problems in life, we go to God's Word every week to discover and apply God's design for our lives. We're committed to authentic worship and relevant biblical teaching, and our weekend services reflect that commitment. This commitment includes all ages, so during each of our worship services, we provide full programming for children. We have 3 worship services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, which is traditional service, at 10 o'clock and 11:30, contemporary style, and our Saturday evening service has its own distinct style and feel. Another important aspect of our church is growth. Growth has nothing to do with church size, but everything to do with our church family maturing in their relationship with Jesus Christ. In every stage of life, we look for unique ways to foster spiritual growth. At Montgomery Community, we believe that spiritual growth takes place as we connect with God and each other as His people. This commitment is first seen in Crosstown Children's Ministry, where laughter, learning, and love filter the hall as infants to 6th graders discover what it means to be part of God's family. Within the Crosstown, every child receives special, age-appropriate attention by adults dedicated to caring and sharing the good news of God's love. We value students here at MCC. That's why we put so much into great resources and staff to help them navigate the teen years. Student Ministries is for 7th through 12th graders, and together they explore the relevance of a relationship with God in exciting Sunday morning teaching, midweek activities, special events, and small groups. Adults will find a number of opportunities for spiritual growth. We have found that the best place for people to get to know others and to grow in their faith is in a small group. These small groups meet both at church and in homes throughout the week. You can also get involved with the women's ministry, Element 71 for young adults, men's ministry, marriage ministry, workplace ministry, and other specific programs targeted to meet the variety of needs facing singles, couples, and families. So whether it's one of the many small groups or Bible studies, a Sunday school class, a speaker addressing a particular issue, or opportunities for fellowship, sharing, and growing, there is something for everyone. Those seeking to overcome obstacles in their personal, marriage, and family life will find help in specialized healing and support groups here at Montgomery Community through Celebrate Recovery, Grief Share, and Divorce Care, and others. Another aspect of the Christian life that we value here at Montgomery Community is serving. And just as Jesus did not come to be served, but to serve, we believe that each of us have gifts, abilities, talents, and passions that are to be used to help and serve others. You might use your gifting in working with children in our Crosstown Children's Ministry, Whether it's caring for infants, teaching third graders about Jesus, or helping lead worship for preschoolers. And maybe you're passionate about helping people grow into followers of Christ and would be excited about leading a small group or teaching a class for adults or students. For the musically talented, there are ample opportunities to explore and express your gifting in the choir and the orchestra or the praise team and band. And if you have a knack for technology, you'll find a special place in the audio, video, and lighting areas that are critical for our worship services each weekend. And perhaps you're relationally gifted with a desire to help people. You'll fit right in as a greeter, usher, or member of our traffic team. Not only do we believe we're here to serve at Montgomery Community, but God has called each of us to serve those outside of our church family, something that we call bridge building. Building bridges of love and care for those in need around us and around the world. And there are a multitude of needs in our neighborhoods and city that will match your gifting and desires as you reach out to the person next door, or through a strategic inner-city ministry, a mentoring program in our public schools, or a short-term domestic and international mission trip. The Montgomery Community Church family has been transformed by the words of Jesus in Matthew. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Our response to this call from Christ is a belief that we as Christians are called to passionately share God's love everywhere we go. I want to personally invite you to come to MCC and experience God together through worship, through service, and through growth. And that's what we're all about here. So welcome to Montgomery Community Church.